Happy Friday to everyone. Can you believe it's Friday again? Literally, what's the date? The 9th of February. So have you achieved what you want to achieve so far this month? Or does that make you think, oh my God, no, I haven't done anything that I wanted to achieve? And all you need to know is that if you've been doing something, for this last couple of weeks to build yourself up. So if you've been asking that one person a day, like we've been talking about, then things will start happening. If you haven't done this yet, then get going, get on it. Have a look at your figures. Even though, I go on about how we need to focus on activity, just check your figures out and just think, right, am I anywhere near where I want to be? And if not, what do I need to do? Do I need to decrease my goal or increase my activity? And it's one of those things that will help you to feel more satisfied, I suppose, in where you're going to be. And I can be somebody that is on at you every day. I can ring you and say, right, come on, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? But at the end of the day, everybody is independent and you have your own businesses. We have so much training. We're always doing these sorts of trainings, motivated ones. So just take action on everything you're listening to and do it. I think that is the main thing, isn't it? Just do it. And if there's something that stops you every time, or you get distracted by things, then that is just an excuse to get in the way, basically. And it's the universe telling you, do you really want this, or would you rather scroll through Facebook, or whatever it is you're doing, or would you rather do this? Because whatever you decide to do today is going to either take you closer to your goal or take you further away. So just have a think of that before you actually do it. Just be conscious, and that's all it is. It's being conscious of our decisions, what we're doing, and taking action to get us closer to where we want to be rather than further away. And something that I was listening to, I've read, which I really like, is what fills you up. Okay, so I really think that our team are all about ourselves feeling full up, as in you've got to be you, feel happy in yourself, and anyone that comes on board with us, I want to feel that too. So it could be somebody who's not knowing where they're going in life at the moment, feeling a bit stuck, and we are the people that are going to show them and direct them which way to go, so that they can feel happy again. Because that is all, if you have a think about all our stories, that is what's happened to us. So let's play our stories out, let's tell them, and if it's not your story that relates to someone, then think of somebody in the team that that does, or someone on the sidelines that does. And I think it's so crucial for us to be sharing these stories. And yesterday, I did a little live, if you've not watched it yet, but it's definitely something that you need to do is look at your own story and what Arbonne's done for you so far. It might not be monetary value yet, but what else has it done for you? And I have written my own little story of what it's done for me, which I can share with you if you want. And it really made me think, because there's so many other people in the position that I was in at the start. And you can sort of forget about the reason why you're in here. And if you start remembering the reason why you're here, the reason, what it's done for you, and you could start to think, your reason for being here on this earth sort of thing. It might be a bit out there for you, but what is your reason for being here? And I guess for me, I'm thinking my reason is to go and show other people that they can have both. They can be a mum and they can have a career, and build themselves up at the same time. They can be themselves again. They can have their true identity and go for it and just be happy and be present in their lives. What is it for you? Okay, so this quote. Okay, so respond to every call that excites your spirit. So if you have something in the day that you have like an inner thing telling you, oh, you should do this, and you go, oh yeah, then do it. Respond to it. Because if you don't take action on it, nothing's going to happen. And you're just going to be the same as everybody else, sitting down and thinking about it. So take action on it. So pay attention and get curious. I always love that word. I always think we should be curious in everything we do, whether that's speaking to somebody new, whether that's being curious about your friend, your family, whether that's being curious about you, about what your decisions you're making that day, and pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention. So like, listen up. What in life makes you feel so full up you could burst? What makes your heart flutter? What makes you feel complete, connected, whole? What is that you're curious about? What deeply fascinates you? What is what truly feeds you? And what is it that truly nourishes your soul? So do you know any of these things? The answers could be found in creative activities, such as things that you like to do, think about things that immediately make you smile or light up. It could be anything from writing, reading, painting, yoga, meditation, cooking, knitting, sewing, makeup, artwork, acting, singing, photography, dancing, playing a musical instrument, painting, designing, making jewellery, making candles. What makes you happy? Do you know? And then what we need to do is do more of them things. So if you have stopped doing them, and a good way of thinking about it is what did you used to enjoy when you were a child? What did you love? I mean, for me, I used to love playing with dolls, and I suppose that relates to now when I'm with my children. That really lights me up, and looking after them and that sort of thing. And not just that, there's lots of other things, isn't there? Like going on your bike. Did you love that? When was the last time you went on your bike? And here it says, we do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. So don't stop playing. Keep going with your life. And it says here, sometimes it hurts to admit that the things we've chosen to spend our lives doing just don't fill us up anymore. But start dabbling in things that do fill you up. And then the other things, you'll feel better about them. So if, for instance, you're feeling a bit stagnant in your business. It's a horrible word. If you're feeling a little bit like that, why is that? Are you serious about everything else around you? Do you enjoy things that you're doing around you? Are you going out and doing a hobby that you absolutely love? Are there things that light you up in your life? Because as soon as that starts happening, you'll feel better. And then you'll be able to apply that to your business. That's definitely happened to me in the past, and it wasn't until I realised that, and I heard that in an area in training of a girl that went region, and she said that she was so serious about her business all the time that she stopped having fun. So she decided to just start doing things that she loved again. So she went in a choir, and she started teaching dancing again, and that really lit her up. And then she started feeling happier, and she started attracting happier people into her business, and she got to region. So have a little think about that for you. Are you happy? And if you are, brilliant. And if you're happy, are you doing any activity in your business to apply that to it? Are you using that energy to create your business and create, your future with it? And if not, go out there and find something that makes you happy. Okay, so this is just one more thing that I just want to tell you. It's 7 o'clock, but then I was 5 minutes over. So be the leading lady or man, Jason, in your own life. Okay, so you do not need anyone's permission to live the life you dream of. You don't need to wait for someone to say, yep, you're now worthy. Go forth and create your life that you want. And I think sometimes a lot of us are waiting for that, aren't we? We're waiting to be told, yeah, you're worthy of it now. Can you imagine the feeling if you had a national vice president over at the top of your head? What would you feel? Would you feel worthy then to do all the things that you want to do? I mean, why do we need to wait for a title or for someone to tell us to do that? We don't. You can decide that you are worthy to do it. You've got nobody is there going to tell you, right, go for it now, you can do it. So, and you are that person. So the time is now. You can design your life you dream of. It doesn't matter if others don't like it. It doesn't matter if they don't understand it. As long as you like it, as long as you understand it, you and only you are the boss of your life. If you find yourself in a story that isn't yours, you have the right to leave. If you find yourself in a job you hate, a relationship that drains you, or a relationship that has turned toxic, it is your right to leave. You're in charge. You are responsible for your happiness. You are the leading lady or man in your life. You go spread your light into the world. You will never feel truly ready. I think that is so true. Nobody will come tell you when you are ready. Ready never arrives. Ready is now. So go do. And I think that's a little bit like what I said at the beginning, literally, just go do it. Go do it. Go spread your light with everybody. Yeah. And there's just one more thing, sorry. But this is something that I think maybe lots of us do because we feel like we have to stick with other people. Like, do you feel like if you're telling people how good you are or good something is, that you are a bit full of yourself, that you think people are going to think you're full of yourself? And actually in the past, probably have you said, oh God, she's a bit full of herself? And maybe then that makes you think, oh God, people are going to think that about me. I better play myself down and go down and go down and hide in behind other people. I have definitely done that. So somewhere along the way you thought if you make it will be safer, that word, safer, to dim your light, to fit in with the crowd, to be more liked, to not stand out too much, to not live too big, and to not intimidate those around you, to not shine too brightly. That is so me. To not be judged and to stay where it's safe. Like, why? We don't want to be safe. No, we're not here to be safe. Well, we are here to be safe, but we're not here to hide behind other people. We're here to shine bright. So if we actually loved ourselves, or we were full of ourselves, what would people think? So you are not meant to fit in. That's why we are here in Arbonne. We are different. We're not meant to fit in. You are meant to fit you. You are meant to be full up of yourself. You are here to live big. You are here to fall in love with yourself. If you are not full of yourself, if you are not in love with who you are in this world, who else will be? No one. You are magnificent, and it is your divine right to be full of your own life, to place your happiness in your own hands, rather than always being looking into somebody else's. So design a life that you love and realize that you were born to actually do and be somebody. So don't forget that. Don't let anyone dim your light, and shine bright. That's why we're here. That's why we're Arbonne, because if we were the same as everyone else, we would just be happy being in that hamster wheel, going off, doing the same thing, but we're not. We've made the decision to do something different, and that takes courage. So give yourselves a pat on the back for doing that, because not everybody, as we know, says, yes, I'm going to make a difference, I'm going to make a change, but you guys have. So let's go out and find the other people that want to do that as well. So have a lovely day, and I will see you all later. Bye.